So guys, here today we are going to study about the app ID, how app ID will work and how we will be use this to filter the traffic. Okay, so let's go. So basically, guys, app ID, right? Right. First of all, we will be understand what is the application. Application like our Google, Skype, BitTorrent, Microsoft SQL, Gmail, Google Hangout, Google Calendar. All these are the application, right? So guys, the application is just advanced way to filter your traffic, right? So basically, guys, app ID is here. We are using the multiple identification method to determine the what is the exact application and which one application we have to allow in our network, right? So guys, and here with the help of application, we can perform the multiple activity, right? We can apply here first of all classification of traffic. We can classify the traffic, which one traffic we have to allow, which one traffic we have to block. Okay. And second thing here, with the help of this, we can allow and block the application traffic. Suppose that in my network, I don't want to allow the ping. I don't want to allow the HTTP. I don't want to allow SSH. So this type of multiple traffic you can block and allow that. Right. So, guys, if you are talking about the traditional firewall like your ASA, right? So those firewall apply the traffic filter on the base of port and protocol, right? But your next generation firewall, all the next generation firewall, they are using the application filter. Okay. So basically, guys, here we have to identify what is the app ID and how it will be work. So I think this one is the clear. What is the application or app ID, right? So basically, guys, these days, whatever the application we are using, those application can easily bypass the firewall. Okay, if they are means these days application are not using any dedicated port, right? They are using the multiple port, not a single port, right? There is a multiple port for that. One second, guys. Actually, I am getting here one message. Please help. Okay, actually, guys, I think you are not getting video because in the video I didn't have mentioned the topic name, right? So I have to mention the topic name. Okay, guys. So here, so basically, guys, here if you are talking about using SSL and SSH for encrypting traffic, so we don't know exactly which one port we are using for SSL or SSH. We can use any random port, right? After that, sinkhole port 80, right? Everyone know we are using port number 80 for this. Okay, and these days also lot of application they are using the non-standard port. So basically, directly, if we can say with the help of port number, we cannot identify the application, right? So guys, if we are talking about the port-based security, you can see here in this rule, right? They are applying the port-based security rule. Port means your service. So you can see here service FTP. In this rule, they are allowing the port FTP, right? And if we are talking about the application based rule, so in this we are using the application, right? Not service, only application. So basically, guys, to understand this thing in more detail, we have one example here. This one is our traditional firewall. This one is the Palo Alto firewall. So on both firewall, we are going to allow DNS, right? So see guys what happened here. In this firewall, we allow the firewall port 53, right? In this firewall, okay, we allow the DNS, okay? Both side DNS is allowed. Here, we allow the port number 53. In this Palo Alto firewall, we allow the DNS, okay? So guys, here what happened? In traditional firewall, we allow the port number 53. So BitTorrent is also sending traffic over that port number 53. So this firewall cannot identify which type of traffic is going inside this port 53, right? So automatically that one is also allowed. But if we are talking about the Palo Alto firewall, Palo Alto is allowing the DNS, not your port 53. So here it will be checked on over port number 53, we are getting the BitTorrent traffic. So firewall will be checked. It's a BitTorrent, not DNS. So let's deny this. Okay. So guys, is this clear or you have any doubt? So guys, if it's a clear, let me know. Right. If you want, I can repeat once again. If it's clear, let me know, guys. No question, guys. Okay, let's continue. So guys, here, if we are talking about the legacy firewall to block this type of thing, this type of application, we are using one more device. That one is known as a IPS. Okay. So with the help of IPS guys here, we can block the BitTorrent. Okay. But 0 day traffic, we cannot block that here. But this 0 day connection, we can block that here, right? With the help of Palo Alto. So this one is the difference, guys, here, next generation firewall and legacy firewall. Legacy firewall are using the two appliances. One is the firewall, another one is the IPS, but still no result there. And the next generation firewall, we have all these features. So guys, here now we have to understand how it will be work. App ID and TCP and UDP. So basically, guys, it will check inside your packet. Okay, inside your packet information, it will be get your application information from here. Okay, so guys, here only in the packet it will be get source IP address and destination IP address. That one is not required, but this one is the important thing here for the application. If there is any application which one is using the TCP, so it will be checked SYN, SYNAC, ACK. After that, we have get information. Inside that, we get the application data, right? So how it will be identify the application here? Still, we have here one question: how it will be identify the application? It will be checked in case of protocol. It will check the pattern, right? So now to identify the application, Palo Alto is using the these criteria. Application signature. All the application have their own signature. So basically, for that signature, Palo Alto have a one database. That database is known as a Applipedia, right? Palo Alto Applipedia. If you want to see that database, you can check that. But how? Let me show you. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, here. So, guys, on the Google, you can search Palo Alto application database. So, guys, applepedia.paloalto.com. So, guys, this one is the database. So, here we have all the well-known application. 1 year back, they have only 3,000 well-known applications. This database is growing day by day. Right now, this one is the 4,141 application. Right. So this one is the same application you will be get on your firewall. So let's check how we can check on our Palo Alto firewall. Here in the object, we have application. Right. So here in the application section, here we will be get our all application. But guys, here, okay, how many application we are getting? 3,519 application. Why we are getting here only these application? But as per the database, let me open the database also here. Copy paste here so I can we can easily compare. Oh. Okay, see 4,141 application. Or here, just we have only 3,519 application. Reasons in this behind that, guys, here. This one is not updated database of Palo Alto. This one is the updated database of Palo Alto. Here, guys, to update the database, right? We have option here, dynamic updates. But guys, we cannot update this database here. Only this one is the drawback if you didn't have licensed firewall. So guys, from here, check now, we have to check our database, which one is the updated database, and you can update that, right? No, we didn't. Okay. So guys, here in this, we didn't have license. That's why we are not able to update our database. So anyhow, we have to manage with this database. So if you want to update your database with this, so you should have license. Okay, only this one is the drawback. Palo Alto update our this database time to time, and we can get all the updated application here, right? So let's see, guys, one app ID detail here. If we click here, so here we will get description, reference, okay, dependency on application. So like guys, this 4 shared application is also depend on SSL and web browsing page, right? Category SASIA, like, okay, and subcategory file share, risk level 4. Okay. Standard port. This application is working on port number 80 and 443. Okay. These are the standard port, right? So if this one is also sending data 4 shared with the non-standard port, that one also we can allow and block. Okay. So let's go back to presentation. So guys, application signature. Each application, they have their own signature database, right? There is a content updated on that signature, so we can filter application on the base of this application signature. Unknown protocol decoder. Okay, so in this case, if Palo Alto is using this method, if there is any unknown protocol, unknown application, so in this case, guys, it will be check the behavior of application. Suppose that if we have any file share application, So over that files your application. If we are not getting any file, apart from that there is something else, if there is any coding, something else there, so it will be blocked that. If there is any chat related application, right, over that application, if you are getting any file, so definitely Palo Alto is going to block that because that one is not the behavior of your application, right? So in this case, it will be check the behavior of application. Okay. So guys, here, unknown protocol decoder, right? Non-protocol decoder, unknown protocol decoder. A set of application decoder is understand the syntax, right? So here we are using the syntax and common application to understand that, right? If there is any application. So guys, here protocol decryption. So guys, to understand this thing, uh, protocol decryption, you should have idea about encryption and decryption, right? What is that? Let me show you. So if I open, did you see guys this website? This website is running on HTTPS, right? That means this one is the secure. So now we can say whatever the communication between Palo Alto and my system, that one is encrypted. How we can verify that? With the help of this certificate, view certificate, right? This certificate is assigned by the GoDaddy to applipedia.paloalto.com, right? So this one is the encrypted connection. So our connection is not decrypted by anyone, right? So same like this, if we open the google.com, google.com, no thanks. Here we will be get also certificate. This certificate is issued by GSTCAIC3, issued to google.com, right? So this one is the encryption decryption topic, guys. They will be discuss this thing later on in the later topic after the URL filtering and antivirus and malware, right? That time we will be check this thing here. Okay. So guys, here in this. So if suppose that you open this website and we are getting here, you are trying to open the google.com, but you are not getting this issue to google.com, you are getting there any other organization XYZ. That means your traffic is encrypted by that. Here, guys, in our system, we have all the well known standard certificate in our system, right? Oh, I think 1 second. Oh, okay, here. You can see, guys, root CA, right? So, guys, you can see here we have multiple root certificate here, okay, with the expiry date. So all these are the valid certificate, well known. So AAA, DJ Cert, DST Root, GlobiSign, GoDaddy, Microsoft. So like this type of organization, there are the few organizations which one will give you the valid certificate all over the globe. So these root certificate are pre-installed on our system. Even guys here on your Palo Alto firewall, you will be get lot of pre-assigned certificate, default trusted certificate authorities here. See, few are the expired, so in place of that, we will get the new, there should be a new certificate, definitely. So these are the valid and the trusted root certificate. Even if you open your system, any system, Mac, Ubuntu, you will be get that certificate there on that. Okay. So guys, how we will be use application in the security policy. So guys, here to understand this thing, you have to understand the dependency of application, right? And I know this thing very well, guys. If I'm trying to explain this thing here, you cannot understand. To understand the dependency, guys, during the lab we will be understand. But still, I will show you here how this thing is working. This one is our client. This one is the server. First of all, client will send the SYN packet. Server is sending the SYN. Then our client is sending the acknowledgement. So this one is the TCP three-way handshake. After that, our system is sending the HTTP GET request. Okay. So this GET request is performed under the web browsing based, right? Web browsing based. If there is a normal HTTP website, that one will be work. Otherwise, after that, you have to allow also SSL application. So after that application, you have to check which one website you are trying to open. Facebook.com, Google.com. So you can open that application, right? Once you open that Facebook.com, under the Facebook.com and Google.com, we have lot of sub application, right? Like Gmail, Google Calendar here, Facebook Chat, Facebook Gaming, lot of application are here. This thing as well we check here in our this. So guys, here let me search the Google. So guys, you can see here Gmail, right? This one is our base application. If we are talking about the Gmail tag, dependency on the Google base, right? If we are talking about the enterprise, based on the Gmail base, right? So here, guys, these applications are dependent on the. This one is a dependent on the web browsing base, Google Analytics. So, guys, this application dependency we have to check. Okay, that's why we have this application database access, right? So, guys, now here today we are going to modify our rule as per this application database. Okay. So, guys, here in this we are going to modify some rule. So, as of now, I think this one. We says close this. This one is not required. Let me open this ping. Okay, I am able to perform ping from here, right? But this one is not required. We should try from the PC. This one is also not required. From PC, guys, we can perform ping, HTTP, HTTPS, multiple activity we can perform. Okay, guys, we are, let's try to open Gmail and ping. CMD. Okay, guys, command prompt is here. Get the setting. Command prompt, not two, we need only one. Let me ping this one for the next time. Ping. Okay. Ping 4.2.2.2. I think there is some guys latency in the internet. Let's check that. Oh, it's going normal. Let me check on the base machine. 78191, right? Okay. Okay, guys. So you can see our ping is working. We are able to open the Gmail. Let's try to open the google.com. Right. So here we are able to open the google.com also. So guys, what thing is this here? To test this application, right? We have to open every time new tab because um, cache is stored on the browser. So what we will do, guys? First of all, let's block the ping. So guys, here I have to clone this rule. Okay. Service role after this web. Okay. Yeah, this rule. Oh, sorry guys. This one is the server access rule. Sorry, not this rule. I have to copy this rule. Internet access rule. Clone. Okay, because the guys here we have to allow the same pattern, right? Internet access rule. Okay, guys. In this rule, I'm going to allow everything. Okay, this one is already exist. So first of all, we have to modify this rule. As I told you guys, all the rule are start matching from top to bottom, right? Suppose that if I want to block ping, so I have to block that ping at the top. So what I will do, I will change the rule name or ping block rule. We are going to block the ping. Sources, trust zone, destination is untrust. Here in the application, guys, if you click on add, you will get here multiple applications. So we have to type here ping. Let's see. Oh, you can see ping 6, ping tunnel, ping FG, this. So we are going to block the ping. So guys, here service category. Don't use the default. Okay. So in case of default, sometimes this one is not working. So use any every time. Action, guys. We are going to deny and okay. Basically, guys, I don't actually on this guys here. Mhm. No, we have to create use new rule for this block ping. There is a reason I will explain you later. Internet access. Okay, let's fix as it is same with the allow. Reason is behind that, guys. I will show you later on. Because in this rule, guys, our lot of traffic is already triggered, right? If I modify this rule, then I will lose these application, right? So these application are very important for me. Otherwise, we have to wait one more day. That's why I'm not going to modify this rule. I'm going to modify my newly created rule, that clone rule, and I will move that to the top. This one. Block ping rule. Okay, application called the ping. Action deny. Okay, our rule is ready. Just we have to move this rule to the top, because if we keep this rule as it is here, no one traffic will match this rule. All the traffic will match with the first rule and pass the traffic. Okay, so that's why if you want to move this rule to the top, you have two options. Otherwise, you can drag and drop, or otherwise option here, move to the top and up. Top also, up also the same thing. And there is only one rule. So guys, now time to commit. And then we will be check ping is working or not. 99% guys. Commit is done. Now guys, time to check. So guys, request timeout. Ping is not working. So let's check the log. Did you see guys? Drop. Packet is drop. Action is deny, rule, block, ping, rule. Policy deny. And reason, session and reason guys. This one is the important thing. This session is and reason is policy deny. Okay. So guys, second thing. Suppose that here you don't know which one application is used in your environment, right? And which application you have now. Okay. So in that case, guys, how we will we allow our application? Okay. So guys, here what we will we do? We will we create a rule like simply this. We have this rule, internet access rule, right? In this rule, guys, what we did, we allow all the traffic, right? So automatically here, okay. So here we have all the application are monitored here. Which one application we are using here. So if you select on these application, we are getting here all the application listed, right? We are using all these application, right? So we can add all these application in our rule. So if you select here applications, after that you are getting option create clone rule, add to this rule, add to any existing rule. Let me show you. Let me click application rule filter where you want to add these application. Add to this rule, create a clone rule. I will create a clone rule. Applications. Name my my app. Okay, all these applications are there. Okay. So guys, now did you see? Now with the help of this rule, I am getting all those applications which one are used in our environment. So that's why guys, before this, I don't want to modify this. Suppose that you use this rule in the last 1 month, right? More than 1 month. So you will get all these type of application that are monitored here in this, right? And you can put all those application here and the application are allowed. So now suppose that guys, I don't want to use this rule. So you have option disable this rule. If you disable any rule, that rule is showing in the italic font. Did you see? Right. So now next thing guys, here in the application, I am going to allow simply Google to open the Google. We have to use Google based application. Service any? Okay. So now guys, we just allow only Google base. We didn't deny Gmail, we didn't deny YouTube, we didn't deny anything. So in that case, what we will be get in our traffic log? So we will be see what type of activity we will be see in that. But guys, one thing here. For these rule, we are not getting any log. We have to generate the log. Okay, let's wait for finish that commit. After that, we will be check. Okay, guys, commit is done. Close this. Time to go monitor tab. Okay. So guys, here we are going to change the filter this to source IP address. Okay. And now we are going to perform the different activity. First of all, cancel this ping because ping is already blocked. So guys, here for testing purpose, we are going to use incognito window. All right. Google.com. Wait. So guys, this page is still loading. So we will be check why the page is not loading. So guys, there are the few application and that are getting dropped or denied. For the denied rule, we didn't. For deny application, we didn't. See guys, DNS, right? You can see DNS problem. So before allow your Google, all these, that one is a Google base. But first of all, our system is sending the DNS request now. And we didn't allow their DNS request. So that's why we are not able to allow this traffic here. So what we have to do, so we have to do here two things. One second. So maybe we can check this thing in this browse session. Active browse session, we can get that. One second. DNS, right? All the DNS. Let's open this. Status, discard. Which one rule is responsible for deny this? Interzone default. See guys here. This one is discarded. Security rule, interzone default. Why we are not getting here the log in the traffic section? Because in this policy, in that particular rule, we are not generating the log. So basically, guys, those two rules we cannot modify. We can override those rules. Right? If you see here, if I click on this application, read only. I cannot modify. What I have to do? Select this rule and override. Click here. Now, log add session end. If this one is denied, then generate the log for this. Okay. And second thing, guys, here, we have to allow also ping. Sorry, that DNS. DNS rule. So guys, here you will be to understand the dependency of traffic. Okay. So your application is dependent on which application first in the network, which one application you have to allow. Action allow. Okay. And guys, this rule should be at the top. Means above than our internet rule. Right here. Perfect. Application, guys, we have to change this one. Because sometimes, guys, this one is not working as a service. So guys, here we can do one thing. In the DNS, we are not going to allow the application. DNS, we will use the service. Okay. Let's check. We didn't have DNS service. So we have to create that DNS service. So we will go to the object. In this way, you will get idea also how to create the service object. Object, services, add here, DNS, right? Port number, UDP 53. Okay, done. Our DNS service is ready. By default, in the Palo Alto, you will get two services, HTTP, HTTPS services. So we create one more DNS. So I create. We can use also that application, but I create this service so you will get idea how to create the DNS service. Okay. Let's go to the DNS. Remove the application. In place of application, we are going to use application. Select add DNS. Done, done, done. Okay. Right. So our first requirement DNS when we are trying to open google.com, so it will be send request to DNS. So we have that DNS. If anything is blocked, so that information we will get with the help of this rule. Interzone default. Commit. Okay, successful commit. Let's go to the monitor tab. See guys, now we are getting some response. DNS allow, SSL reset both. Policy deny. Intrazone default. Okay, SSL. Intrazone default. Right. So let's check the status here. If you are trying to open the google.com, error. Still, reason now SSL is denied because of this rule. Okay. So now, guys, with this DNS, we have to allow also SSL. So DNS rule, you can add in. Oh, this one is the that your DNS rule. So I'm going to add in this internet access rule application SSL. Okay. Go back to monitor. Hmm. Now, guys, Google Base is allow. Window push notification is reset. If we check the reason, enter the on default rule, deny policy, right? Okay, so now we are able to open the Google. So now, guys, if I'm trying to open the Gmail, so let's see what happened with Gmail. Okay, so go back here, refresh. Here the application we will be get. Reset Google Play, right? So these are the application deny. So guys, this one is the application dependency. Simply, if we allow HTTP and HTTPS, only two things, right? Two services, everything is allowed. But if we are going through the application, so you see how many application we have to allow. right? So let's test that thing. Right now we are using the application. First we use the DNS, then SSL, Google Base. Lot of application are there. So now let's change to the application to services. We are not going to use the application. Let's go with the traditional method. HTTP, HTTPS. Okay, commit. Okay, guys, commit is done. So what we did in place of that multiple application, we allow the HTTP, HTTPS. It's working. Any other application? Okay, I'm just trying to search one website, guys. Yeah, ORG. Right here. Download anti-malware traffic for testing purpose. Okay, download from here. Zip format, text format. So basically, guys, in this website, eicar.org, you will be get test file. Okay, so but don't try this website on your system. I don't know what's the impact of that. Okay, this one is the test PC, so I can download. Okay, yeah. So guys, see, simply if we are using HTTP, HTTPS, all the website are accessible, right? So guys, here, do you have any question regarding the application, app ID, how it will be work? So guys, if you have any question, let me know. Okay, guys, let's have a 5 minute break. After that, we will continue. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, guys, as you can see here in this rule, right? So, this rule is disable. Let me enable this. So, you can enable from here. Okay. So, now our rule is enabled. So, guys, do you have any question regarding this? No question. Okay. So here, guys, we have multiple application, right? Even I can't saw all these application here in the one room. So in that case, what we can create, guys, we can create a group of application. Did you see here we have multiple application, but you can create here group. So how to create that group? Let's see. Okay, let me delete. Yep, add. My test app. Add. So you can add all the application whatever the required. Suppose that we need the DNS application. In future, if we are going to use the application, so we have to use DNS for testing purpose ping. After that, SSL and SSH. Right. So in this way, you can create a group of application. Now you can call this group of application here in your policy. So I'm going to call this group of application in our policy. Okay. So I will call this group of application in our DNS rule. First one, let me remove this service. I will use here. So how you will be find out your group? You have to search here my. Otherwise, at the bottom of all the application, you will get that. What's wrong with this, guys? Why it isn't get that here? Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Oh, thanks. Otherwise, I am going to check that empty. Yeah. Did you see at the bottom we will get application group, right? So whatever the application we called inside the group, that application group is called inside your application. Okay. So hit count you can see here in this. Commit, commit. Okay, so our commit is done. So this one is the way how you can call your application group here, right? So now if you want to check this, the value of the application means what application are here. So click on this down arrow, value. Here you can see DNS, ping. So you will get your all application detail here, right? Like this. In the group, how many application you call, DNS, ping, SSL, SSH, you will get all the application here. So guys, this one is the way how you can block and allow the application. So guys, do you have any question regarding this application? So after this guys application, our next target, we are going to allow and block the URL category. But guys here, even the course content, maybe there is mentioned the URL category, right? But we cannot achieve that, right? Reason is behind that because these days all the application are encrypted certificate, right? So before understand this URL, SSL decryption, oh sorry, URL filtering, antivirus, anti-spyware, all these activities, we have to understand the concept of encryption and decryption, right? So next topic, basically guys, here I'm going to skip two topics, URL filtering and thread provisioning, right? So those topics we will be cover after SSL decryption. First, we have to understand the SSL decryption. After that, we will continue URL filtering. So SSL decryption lab is little bit long. So today we will be cover the practically, and then tomorrow, sorry, today we will be cover the theoretically and tomorrow practical. So guys, this one is the very important topic. Guys, just give me 1 minute. So 1 second, guys. Here. Okay, basically animation is not added in this. Let me check if I have any other video. Which one is with the animation? Mm-hmm. So basically here, guys, first of all, you have to understand the role of certificate and trusted root cert, right? Mm, CA authority, right? Let me use the marker here. So basically, guys, here what happened? This one is our CA authority, certificate authority, DJ cert, right? So DJ cert, not only DJ cert, we have here multiple certificate authority, right? DJ cert, globally signed, 3C secure, something like this. Okay, Microsoft have their own, okay, or GoDaddy is also there. Okay, so basically these trusted certificate authority provide the certificate to to all our system and organization, right? So basically, guys, suppose that we are talking about the ICI bank here. Okay, so here this bank will generate the CSR, right? Certificate signing request. So after that, this request is forwarded to the authority, and authority will issue a one certificate to the bank. Okay, so this bank will use now one certificate. Okay, this DJ cert root certificate is already available on your system, right? So guys, if you check on your system, definitely you will be get the DJ cert root certificate, trusted root certificate, right? In that root certificate, guys, we have private key, sorry, public key, right? And we have here also one our private key. So with the help of that, we can open the certain data and we can read that. So now thing is this, but how this one will we work and how we can encrypt, decrypt our data here, right? So let me clear that. Here we have three type of encryption, decryption method. Okay. So why we need to decrypt the traffic? Because guys, if we have encrypted traffic, we cannot monitor that, we cannot take action against that, we cannot analyze that. So definitely, if we have encrypted traffic, we cannot read that. If we cannot not read, we can't take the action, right? SSL overview. So this one is, guys. Sorry. So guys, here you can see how this SSL will work. So first of all, guys, here we will be send the request SSL connection, right? So what happened here? It will be send the certificate to the user, right? So now what happened inside this certificate? We have one key. Which one is the public key? Okay, client verify the certificate and we use this. So with the help of this, sending the encrypted session with key, because here we have private key. Sorry, here inside this we have, inside this certificate we have public key. Don't forget this, guys. We have public key. With the help of public key, we can encrypt the session key. Okay, and we send that key to server. So our key is already encrypted with public key that you can open with the private key, right? So the session key is exchanged. After that, we are using this encrypted session will be start here. This one is the normal SSL overview, how the communication is working. But now let's see how we will be perform here. How will we override this? So here we have three type of decryption method. One is SSL forward proxy outbound. See guys here. This one is our external server, internal user, right? So this internal user is sending the request, internal user to, basically this one is trying to send request to the server. But what happened? Palo Alto stop this request. On the behalf of this user, it will be forward request to the server, right? So now server is sending the reply. Okay, Palo Alto firewall receives this reply and forward to the internal user. So this one is the SSL forward proxy. Means your Palo Alto's firewall is working as a proxy for you here, right? So this one is the simple method. So now if you are trying to open the google.com, here you will be get the certificate of your Palo Alto firewall, whatever the certificate you are using on your Palo Alto firewall. You are not getting the certificate of your Google, right? So this one is the simple SSL forward proxy. So now next one is inbound proxy. So in this case, what happened? We have internal server. This one is the external user, right? So in this case, external user is sending the request. There is no forward proxy. We are using certificate here, okay, and we will be send the certificate to this client. So this one is the SSL inbound inspection. If we anyone is sending request from our external to internal certificate. So in this case, guys, what happened? Certificate is installed on your Palo Alto firewall, right? There is no secure certificate inside this server. Certificate is installed on your Palo Alto firewall, and this external server is assuming, okay, this one is my server, not this, right? To the Palo Alto firewall. Now SSL decryption. SSL decryption is same like your SSL forward proxy. This one is the user, this one is the server. So this user is sending request to the server, but Palo Alto firewall stop that. And then on the behalf of this user, Palo Alto firewall is sending request to the server, right? Then server reply to Palo Alto firewall reply to the this user. So this method we can use to filter the traffic, right? So right now, guys, what happened in our case, whatever Google request we are sending, we are getting the certificate directly from Google. So now we configure our one certificate on our Palo Alto firewall and it will be intercept all the traffic, right? So whatever the once traffic is encrypted on your firewall, then it will be start analyze your traffic, right? This one is the simple process here, guys. So this PKI, guys, we will be see tomorrow. But before close this session, we have to go through the packet flow, right? So if you remember last time, guys, I told you until we didn't discuss the packet flow here. Only packet flow you can understand after this. Three guys here. So now you know this process: source zone, destination zone, forward lookup. Okay, destination zone, destination address, NAT evaluation, allow your port are allow or not. If port is allow, it will be create the session. So now guys, it will be check the application, right? So here guys, it will be check the traffic encrypted. If your traffic is encrypted, so we have to decrypt that, right? So guys, then we have here also application override. If you are not going to check any application, then it will be check your application is allow or not. Once application is allow, right, then it will be check the security policy. Security policy is check, then it will be check the security profile. Inside the security profile, we will be check the antivirus, anti-spyware, vulnerability, URL, content, everything. Those things, guys, we can check only if we apply here decryption policy, right? If we didn't apply the decryption policy, we cannot check these things here, right? So, guys, even application is also inside that, right? But how we will identify the application? Application, guys, we will be identified with the help of certificate, right? We have certificate. With the help of that certificate, we will be identify the application. So now here in the security policy, we will be take the action. Your traffic is allow, deny, block, permit, whatever is there. After that, we have to forward that traffic to the client. So we have to re-encrypt that. Here we decrypt the traffic. Here we re-encrypt the traffic. And then we apply the NAT and forward the packet. So guys, this one is your complete packet flow. Okay. So to understand this packet flow, you should have idea about this decryption, why we perform this decryption here, why we perform encryption here, right? If we didn't have this encryption here, we cannot perform this step here. This step is for to check your content. Which one is the feature of next generation firewall? Right, guys? And now you can study this packet flow in that link, which one I already shared with you. Okay. So in that we have more detail. Right, guys? So this one is, guys, our today's session. Okay. Now tomorrow we will start with the SSL decryption lab. For that we have to create certificate. Lot of things are there. We will retest that tomorrow. Okay, guys. So let me